called it Tethys, a name pulled from a forgotten myth, given to a world without glory. A world of water, mist, and silence. But we did not call it anything. We endured it. Land was scarce, scoured by tides, gnawed by salt. Each winter, the sea claimed more. Each summer, it gave some back, changed. Seasons here were not promises. They were cycles of erosion. Here, one does not build. One clings. I grew up in a nameless village, one of 1,000. Shacks raised on rotting stilts, where children fish before they speak, and elders fall silent before they die. We lived between the sea and the wind. Sometimes, the wind wore a face. There were the cold winds of the north that battered flesh, the southern winds, heavy with spores. And those from the center, without direction, whispering things in the dark. So we barred our doors and prayed to our totems. Our beliefs were not religion. They were gestures. We traced circles. We sang the dead. We tied bones to our thresholds. And we waited, always, because on Tethys, waiting was a form of resistance. Every family had its signs. Every back, its scars. Children were tattooed on their 9th tide, carved with what the sea had left them. A name, a wound, a silence. School was the fish. Law was the salt. Once every great lunar cycle, when the celestial tide aligned sea and wind, a black ship crossed the sky. It made no sound, did not stop, simply glided. But that night, some children dreamed. The same dream. A mountain, a white light suspended in darkness, and a voice, faceless, nameless, wordless, that spoke nothing, but they understood. At dawn, those children rose. They took a handful of salt, a rope, a scrap of dry bread, and they left for the mountain. No farewells, no tears, no questions. Those who wished to wait, waited. Those who knew, walked. And the old saying whispered, "Only there do the angels watch." The outside world, we did not know it. Sometimes traders came. They spoke of empires, wars, worlds of gold. They laughed at our hovels, but not at our silence, and they never stayed long. Once a year, the planetary tithe arrived. They took part of our harvest. We called it the Imperial Due. None knew who it was for. But we stacked it. We gave it. It was the price of being forgotten. Then there were the others, the Vardanes, those we called the Corsairs. They came not to trade, but to protect. A net for a leg, a crate for a life. They ruled the dead waters, and fear in our land bore their name. Yet beyond the tides, the fog and the plunderers, there was the Citadel, Eternus Montem, visible on clear days. It never spoke. It waited. And we looked upon it as one gazes at a promise. The elders used to say, when the moon veils the star, they return. And sometimes they did. Once every cycle of the red tide, a ship would descend, and a few youths were summoned to the Citadel. Some said they became gods, others machines. No one knew. But every child of Tethys has, one day, dreamed of walking to that mountain, to be chosen, to endure no longer, to become something more than salt and mud. This world has no heroes, but now and then it gives birth to stories. The one I will tell you is among them, not the grandest, not the most glorious, perhaps the truest.